Okay, so before I play this clip, all the older generation people who are my generation was never like this. We knew better. Keep in mind, a lot of you guys were the parents of the parents who are now parenting. Keep that in mind. Roll the clip.
12-year-old and a 17-year-old are in jail over what the Marion County Sheriff describes as a killing spree that left 3 teenagers dead. Investigators discovered the bodies of the victims over a 3-day period, but say they were all murdered at the same time. News 4 Jax reporter Vic Micolucci tells us deputies are still looking for a third suspect who's also a teenager.
The sheriff says these 3 suspects are gang affiliated. However, the 3 victims were as well. He says they were all part of a crime ring in Marion County, and 3 juveniles turned on the other 3. These 2 boys, just 12 and 17, are charged in a disturbing crime spree that left 2 teenage girls and a teenage boy dead.
We were shocked and saddened by the violence, as all of my citizens, because we are shocked not only are the victims juveniles, but the murderers are juveniles as well.
This morning, Sheriff Billy Woods announced the arrest of Christopher Atkins and Robert Robinson for first-degree murder, armed robbery, and other charges. They haven't caught the third suspect, 16-year-old Taj Bruton. The sheriff is asking someone to turn him in.
We had out there that was gang-related. We have nothing specific to say that it was any rivalry or anything to such that cause. But however, each and every one of them, in some shape or form, is associated with a gang.
That includes the victims, according to the sheriff. He placed them all in the same car on the night of March 30th after an armed robbery. Authorities found 16-year-old Layla Silvernail on the side of the road after neighbors heard gunshots. The following morning, they found a 17-year-old boy shot to death less than a mile away. And on Saturday, they found the car that they were in, partially submerged in a lake. In the trunk, the body of another 16-year-old girl.
Basically, simple terms, there is no honor among thieves. And at some point, these 3 individuals turned on our 3 victims and murdered them. 2 of them right there. They fled the scenes, but left a lot of evidence in their wake.
Detectives used phone records like text messages and pictures on the victims' iPhones, as well as tips from the community to link the suspected killers. The sheriff told our sister station in Orlando that the 12-year-old is suspected of killing at least one of the victims, which is why we've decided to identify him despite his young age. The sheriff notes this case is incredibly disturbing for him and the investigators. He says parents and guardians need to pay attention to their children, know who they're hanging out with.